Hello. Kirk Henderson is back again. Today my talk show is about narcissists, grandmothers, narcissists, baby mothers. Now let me get started. First of all, I want to tell you about these narcissist grandmothers. Now here are the signs now. A narcissist grandmother has no respect for the baby father. When I tell you no respect, I mean she just don't care. She don't give a damn about your feelings. She don't care about what you want to do. She want to take over your kids, and she would disrespect you in any way that she could because grandma has got a thing or two up her sleeve, because her opinion is the only one that matters. All right? So it's some type of systematic campaign to criticize, belittle, and degrade you as a parent. And no matter how hard you try to be a parent, this psychopath, narcissist grandma, she's never satisfied. She always find a reason why you the bad guy, why you this, and put all kind of crazy stuff on you to turn you against your sweet, good little kids. Now, don't you know that sucks? But how does that affected narcissist grandmother affects your kids? I mean, you ask that. The older they are, the more they understand. Seeing their mother or father disrespected will surely have a negative impact on them. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, with all that crazy negative stuff that the narcissist grandmother put on the children, now it puts a negative impact on the father. So now the father's being disrespected with a negative impact on them. So it might even give them an idea, okay, it's okay now to treat other people badly. You know what I'm saying? My adopted grandmother treats my father any kind of way. So now that tells me a signal in my mind that I can treat my father any kind of way, because my granny is telling me in a sense that it's okay to disrespect. You see what I'm saying? So this is how these narcissist grandmothers brainwash your children and create in those kids' mind that it's okay to disrespect the fathers. You know what I'm saying? So if no one acknowledges the offensive behavior, it might teach them to silently accept mistreatment. So in other words, the thing here is to make that kid believe in their mind that it's okay to mistreat their father and to do all kind of negative things to put a negative impact on that father. And trust me, she undermines your authority as a parent. So as it go on like that, with all the disrespect that the adopted narcissist grandmother are doing, talking against the father, what she does is she undermines the authority as a parent of the father. She believes she knows best when it comes to your children, because she raised children. I guess she had her own children, but in a sense it wasn't. All the kids that Patricia Robinson had, she pretty much did them all the same way that she's doing Veronica, and now she's trying to bring on the same pattern. She believes that she is the perfect granny, but no, granny don't have no type of people skills. It's a mind thing dealing with granny, because granny is pretty much just want to mold my daughter to thinking that she is her father her mother, her grandmother. She's her everything. So in other words, she want to break down the barrier to make my daughter think that she don't have a father and it doesn't matter. See, a narcissist grandmother totally tries to take control over your kids, tries to destroy her understanding, try to belittle her, try to get inside of her head, brainwash her. And if you notice, there's a whole lot of negative things that this narcissist grandmother tell your kids. I mean, just try to do everything in the world to just break that father down to your kid to make them think that you the worst person that is. And that's all a part of that narcissist grandmother plan, is to destroy that kid's mentality, to make her think that you have a bad father. It's okay to not have your father. It's okay. No, it's not okay, because this narcissist grandmother are destroying innocent kids' life. So whatever the case may be, she will not follow your instructions when babysitting. She will belittle or mock your parental choices. A child who now thinks that it's okay to disobey parental rules as long as you are at grandma's house, but then grandma is telling you that it's okay to keep thinking all the worst things about your father. Because you know why? Because the narcissist grandmother is all about herself, and all she want to do is make everything difficult, as long as she can. This is a form of emotional abuse. It can seriously damage a child's self-esteem, especially if it's deliberately did by this narcissist grandmother. Now, how could a baby mother just go along with a narcissist grandmother? Because that narcissist mother has become a part of this narcissist grandmother. So now the narcissist grandmother has the narcissist baby mother's mind. So now it's like when you're dealing with the baby mother, the narcissist baby mother, so it's like you are dealing with the narcissist grandmother. And she tells your kids inappropriate or hurtful things. She manipulates. She manipulates the kids. She do what she want to them. I mean, she do all kind of crazy bad things and tell all kind of lies and don't stand up for her kid to have her father. You see, so between these narcissist baby mothers and the narcissist grandmothers, they just totally come together as a team to destroy and break down the fatherhood barrier to his own kids. So now the kids begin to believe in their mind that it's okay to disrespect your father. It's okay to not talk to your father. It's okay, to not have a father figure in your life. No, it's not okay, because you are dealing with narcissists. Narcissist is out to rob, destroy, steal, and kill. You know what I mean? So you want to be very careful about dealing with narcissist grandmas and a narcissist baby mother. Narcissist baby mamas and grandmamas, I mean, if it's all that you got set in your mind is to rob that kid of all her parental guardianship with her father, just take all of that away, break her down, don't let this kid be a part of her father's life, talk all kind of negativism, about this father, and do everything they can to break the father barrier down. to turn that kid against thy father. I mean, why would a narcissist grandmother and baby mother do that? Because they just don't care. You know? She's a kind of a grandma who goes to the extreme cases of ill being. You know what I mean? Some type of mental illness. But when dealing with a difficult grandmother, her controlling, manipulating, narcissist tendencies that put her at odds with people in general. You know, that can be the reason why she has intermittently disappears from her granddad's lives. You know, even the slightest offense will be perceived as a huge slap in the face. And from that point on, you and your family, your entire family is dead to her. That includes your children, her grandchildren. She will cut them out of her life as surely as she will blame you for it. She will blame the father for it. She will completely cut the kids out of their father's life. Now, this sudden separation from the grandmother can be very confusing, very painful for the child. I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, but yet grandma seems to have abandoned the father because she just don't give a damn. The baby mother, narcissist mother, has completely abandoned the father because they don't give a damn. So they are in this unhealthy frame of mind, and all they got is these harmful thoughts and intentions in the mind and in the heart to just manipulate and control. What's wrong with these narcissist grandmothers and narcissist baby mothers? They just don't care. You know, with all this toxin, all this toxic behavior, I mean, that stuff affects children. When you got a narcissist baby mother who won't stand up for her kids to have her father, she got a stupid ass narcissist grandmother, who manipulates my baby's mother mind, control her, feeds her all kind of toxin, and it's just a control manipulating type of thing until it's like at a point where this toxin narcissist grandmother just disrespectful. She just don't care about the father's behavior. Now he's the father to his kids. Oh, she want the kids all to herself. She could care less about the father. All she do is talk down on the father. I mean, this stuff really messes with a kid's mind. You know what I'm saying? So now, a transgression of two is not grounds for cutting all contact. A transgression or two is not grounds for cutting all contacts from not having a father. In fact, the grandmother thinks that it's normal, to be all up in the father and the mother business, making difficult situations, spoil everything. The narcissist grandmother, they don't care. I mean, this is what they love to do. They enjoy destroying a family boundary. I mean, they don't care about you. They don't care anything about a father. You made this kid. In my case, the narcissist grandmother stole my kid. She destroyed my baby's mother mind. She took her mind. This narcissist grandmother has totally taken over this 33-year-old grown-ass woman mind. Now, this is what a narcissist grandmother do. They take your baby mother's mind and they mold them to shape them to act and be just like a narcissist grandmother. Now, the narcissist baby mother acts just like the narcissist grandmother. So it's very tricky. But now when a kid is involved, they just totally destroy that kid's mind and do everything in their power as a pair, as a team, to destroy that kid and violate her parental rights to have her father into her life. You know what I mean? Narcissists. This is what a narcissist do. They have no feelings at all whatsoever about the other parent. It's all about them, self. It's all about self to these narcissists, you know? And it's not easy to cut ties with narcissist grandmothers, narcissist baby mothers. You know, the whole family get involved into your situation. They create a whole lot of chaos. They don't even try to make any type of attempt to communicate with the baby father. All they want to do is keep it where they manipulate and destroy that relationship between a kid and her father. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, some crazy people out there. Crazy people. And if you are the child of a narcissist, you will likely struggle with these problems. When you are a child and you dealing with what are the signs of a narcissist mother? Weak sense of self-esteem. A weak narcissist mother, poor interpersonal boundaries and ability to say no. Weak signs of a narcissist mother, chronic guilt or shame. Weak signs of a narcissist mother, no empathy, no trust, inability to express or handle emotions. They just don't give a damn, because now you got to be able to learn how to understand this narcissist type of syndrome that totally destroys a kid's mind. And like in my case, my daughter is just so confused. Her mind is so corrupt. I mean, she just don't understand what's going on. Why are these people doing this to me? Well, you are brought into a narcissist family. You know, between Patricia Robinson, I mean, you think about it. When you got a narcissist grandmother who totally destroys at birth, taking this kid away from her blood father and destroyed everything, destroyed the relationship between her father and the baby mother. The narcissist grandmother just totally destroyed everything. She didn't want anything. After she got the baby, that's all the grandmother wanted. The narcissist grandmother wanted. And now she runs and hides all over California with all this mental illness, just crazy. Don't give a damn about the father's feeling. Just mess up everything. The grandmother has got the narcissist baby mother mind, so she can't think for herself because she's lost. Her mind is twisted like a hurricane. I'm telling you, she all throwed off. My baby mother is throwed off in the mind. She can't even think clearly to say, hey, look, our daughter needs to have her father. She goes along with everything this narcissist grandmother asks her to do. She work on her mind, you know, put all kind of misbeliefs in her mind, you know, all kind of misbehavior patterns, coping with all kind of mechanisms to help keep her under her spell, you know, put her into all type of difficult environments. So in other words, my baby mother as an adult don't even know how to function as a grown as a adult, because her mechanism has been tampered with. So now she don't know who she are anymore. Grandma has got her little finger in her mind. So now tell me about that thing. You know, the thing about being the child of a narcissist mother. You know what I mean? That's not good at all. It's just a loss when a narcissist mother and a narcissist grandmother just take all of that away from a kid who loves her father at birth. Just totally break that down. Now, between these two narcissists, they try to create and work on the kid's mind to turn that kid into a narcissist. So now when that kid grows up, that kid acts just like them. Don't care, no concern. Hey, look, you know, I wasn't brought up with my father. I was brought up with my narcissist granny and my narcissist mother. So now I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it is to have a father, because that was taken away from me, you know? So in other words, the first step to be real with yourself, any kid out there, is the first step is healing the soul of the loss that has been taken away from you. Because once they tamper with your mind and destroy your mind, a kid's mind, and exploit your mind with all this narcissist syndrome behavior, this child way of life has been tampered with. Now she's exploring the narcissist syndrome by her actions, by the way she do things, by not having any kind of respect for her father, by not having any type of respect. Like my daughter, she's 12 years old, may as well say. She don't even try to reach out and say, hey, Dad. Now here you got a 12-year-old, her father helped bring her into this world, and my daughter don't even call and say, hey, Dad, how you doing? You see, she's a victim of this narcissist syndrome between Patricia Robinson and Veronica Robinson. So she can't understand what's going on, because this has been rooted into her mind, and this has caused her a lot of pain. So she are experiencing a narcissist syndrome that has taken control over her life. So now she thinks she has been rejuvenated to be real and true, but no, she's not. She has been tampered with and plagued as a narcissist kid. So the things about having a narcissist mother is that you have been taught, you know, by a narcissist. And now they have you believing that it's okay. But that is so crazy. Your mind is so imbalanced. And instead of them creating peace, love, and happiness between the family, they thrive on breaking down the familyhood of having a father. So now this kid constantly doubt thyself, and they don't have any feelings, you know, about themselves. And another major sign of being raised by a narcissist is the constant guilt you struggle with. In other words, while you might suspect that there is something off with your parent, you feel ashamed to think about them in such a way. You tend to start beating yourself up, you know, start thinking, where did I go wrong? Why did this happen to me? See, these are the things that happen to a kid who has been raised by a narcissist grandmother and a narcissist baby mother. So that kid begins to start feeling ashamed of themselves and start asking themselves questions, you know, why? What did I do wrong? Why are they doing this to me? You know, so now the kid is feeling ashamed of themselves. See, but there's a good reason and you try to talk and get some type of counseling, you know what I mean? But if that kid never gets any counseling, this narcissist mother and grandmother eventually tries to convert that kid over to be a narcissist just like them. And see, a narcissist grandmother and a narcissist baby mother, these parents see their children as an extension of themselves. See, in other words, they inflict the narcissist parenting behavior onto the kids. You know what I'm saying? So they take that narcissist syndrome to an extreme extent to corrupt the children's minds. They don't respect the father's boundaries or acknowledge the father in any kind of way. They ignore everything that needs to be to have a father in their life. They neglect and tries to take all of that away from these kids. And this ignoring narcissist, the grandmother and the baby mother, who have very little interest in their children. You know, ignoring a narcissist clearly see the boundary between themselves and their children. They try to control the kids. They manipulate the kids. They try to recreate all this stuff in their mind, throw them off. See, in other words, this narcissist mother and narcissist grandmother, their main objective is to inflict all of this stuff, all these bad behaviors, all of this stuff, this witchy behavior into this kid mind and convert this kid over into their narcissist syndrome. See? So I'm telling you, this thing with this narcissist mother and narcissist grandmother, that thing, that's not cool when you got people like that who just don't care about a father, someone who helped bring this kid into the world, someone who was there with the baby's mother, who showed a whole lot of support and love, dignity, respect, was there in every way. And they waited up until the baby was born, and then this narcissist grandmother just inflicted all this crazy stuff into the relationship. She destroyed the relationship. She just totally just messed up everything. And like in my situation, the whole narcissist family attacked me. I'm talking about from the fake Pastor Marcus, to the crazy Manny Rose Lee. I mean, all these people that was involved with Patricia Robinson and Veronica Robinson, all these people was narcissists. They had that narcissist syndrome. All of them act just like Patricia Robinson. They didn't have any respect. They didn't have any understanding. They didn't care about my feelings as a true father who loved his kid, who supported everything. They just didn't care. All they wanted was just a kid. See, a narcissist, they just don't care. They don't care if they break you down and destroy your life. You know what I mean? They never respected your boundaries. See, this is what happened to me. They didn't have any type of respect. It was all about their space and their space only. You know what I mean? So, in other words, I realized in the end, once my daughter was born, that this narcissist grandmother, it was like she was competing with me. I was the father of my kid, and this woman was competing against me to take my kid. She didn't want anything nice to come out of this between me and my daughter, because this narcissist grandmother was only thinking about herself. See, narcissists, they just don't care about your feelings, anything. They just want to take over and control and manipulate everything and get their dirty little fingers into everything and destroy and mess up everything and claim it as their own accomplishments. So whenever someone take away someone else's achievements, I mean, that's low life. You know, how could anyone do something like that? You got a grown ass 62-year-old woman who totally destroys a kid's life at birth, destroys the baby mother's mind at birth, manipulate and control at birth. Now she tries to do the same thing to my 12-year-old daughter. Now she has had Alexa at birth doing the same thing to her. Now they are running and hiding. They alienate her away from her father. They won't let her pick up the phone and call. Right there tell you that this narcissist grandmother, Patricia Robinson, who alienate a blood daughter away from her father. I mean, just alienate her. Just run and hide out. Whatever it takes to steal that kid. You know what I mean? I mean, it's some crazy folks out there. So they constantly lie to the kids. They constantly manipulate their mind, destroy their mind, just to take control over everything and take advantage. You know what I mean? So now you say, dang, you could never trust a crazy ass narcissist grandmother who just totally destroyed your life, took away all that away from you. Now she's working on your kid's mind to turn your kid against you. So now this kid feels like she is being trapped into a narcissist syndrome type of lifestyle. My daughter has been alienated into a narcissist syndrome lifestyle. They never listen to her. They don't care about her feelings. They don't care about what my daughter feel or think. If she start feeling like, hey, you know, I have that right to call my father. I have that right to be a part of my father's life. Oh no. That narcissist mother and narcissist grandmother, they don't care anything about your feelings. They don't care if you are hurting inside, Alexa. They don't care about you. All they care about is their self and their selfish little petty ways. You know, they constantly insult you, Alexa. They betrayed you. They betrayed you. They betrayed me. You know what I mean? A narcissist parent betray the other parent just to have total control over that kid, over this man's kid. So now the mother and the grandmother betrayed my daughter, and they also betrayed me. And they just inflict to have control over everything. So I tell you, this thing with these narcissist grannies and mothers, it's not cool. So, in other words, once that adopted grandmother, that sociopath, in other words, they gaslight you. In order to control you, they use some type of psychology, manipulation tactics, which means gaslighting. And what it means is that they would deliberately make you feel crazy or cause you to doubt your sanity. Now listen closely. When they gaslight you, Alexa Henderson, that is a method to take control over your mind, to use some type of psychology on you and some type of manipulation tactics known as gaslighting, and that is to deliberately make you feel crazy or cause you to doubt your sanity in order to gain the upper hand, to mislead you. to mess up your life, your relationship with your father. So they enlist all this doubt in your mind so that you won't develop no type of love for your father. So they inflict all this self-doubt into your mind as a child. You know what I mean? So they gaslight you, they mess up your life to control. It's all about control, you know. It's not about keeping it real and having a real father in your life and being normal and being healthy. You can forget about it at this point because these people have destroyed that. They have destroyed that and they have taken that away. So it's just not right the way these narcissist mothers and grandmothers do kids and fathers. So I hope you all enjoying my show. Please like and share. Please tell a friend. Hit the bell. Please subscribe. Now check this out. Now that narcissist granny, all she does is that she criticizes the kid about her father. See, the main objection is to keep criticizing and breaking down the father boundaries so that child won't think or want to have any type of relationship between her and her father. So I'm telling you, these narcissists, this is nothing nice to play with. And if you are brought into this type of lifestyle in an extreme way, you know, these narcissists, they would scream at you or talking down on you or some type of hurtful method because they want to get inside of your mind and take control. And they project their bad behavior onto you. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, another sign of a narcissist grandmother, they never display any type of empathy. The same goes for the narcissist baby mother. They don't display any type of empathy. They never ask you about your feelings. How do you feel about this, Alexa? You know, they don't sympathize with you. They don't care. They seem to be solely interested in their own feelings. See, this is a full-blown narcissist granny and baby mama. They don't show no type of empathy. No empathy. They don't care. They just destroy your life. You know? And they think that they are never wrong and they can't see what they are doing. And they unfairly mistreat an innocent kid with all the unfairness or unjust ways. They never apologize for their mistakes. When you confront them about it, they deny everything. They assassinate your feelings to try to spin and put the blame on you. So they try to gaslight you, and when they are around other people, they try to present a perfect family image to other people, outsiders, to outsiders. So in other words, they go through great lengths to try to ensure to other people to be perceived as loving and caring and successful and as family oriented likewise. But it's all a joke because it's a plot. It's a plot against the fatherhood to destroy the father. But when they get outside dealing with other people, they totally just put a spin to the fatherhood. Nothing nice is said. Everything is negative. Nothing good is said. Everything is mainly to break the fatherhood down and make this child feel like, okay, my father is a bad guy, so I shouldn't have anything to do with my father because my narcissist grandmother and narcissist mother said it's okay to do so. See? Narcissists, they inflict this stuff on kids, and they break down the boundaries so that kids could have a normal, healthy life. You see what I'm saying? So narcissists, they just don't care. They weaken your self-esteem, poor interpersonal boundaries, and ability to set the record straight. They won't do anything to make things right. They inflict guilt and shame. You know, they don't show any type of empathy. They have trust issues. They don't have the ability to express and handle emotions. They just don't care about empathy, about other people's feelings. Oh, they just don't care. They don't care about that. So this narcissist, wow, these people are thrown off. And I feel like as long as you are educated and you need to understand what's really going on, well, you can begin to grow and understand what it's like. If you are involved into this type of relationship between a narcissist mother and a narcissist grandmother, wow, if you are old enough to see this stuff and understand what's going on, try to get yourself some counseling, someone who could help you through this stuff, give you some type of spiritual awakening, or talk to your pastor. I'm not talking about no fake pastor now. I'm talking about a real pastor at a church, or a pastor at school, or your teacher or your principal. You know, someone who could help you go through this type of process. See, in other words, this narcissist grandmother, she's running and hiding. You know, she just don't want to accept reality. She can't face reality. Her whole life is thrown off to be only to see her way or no way. A narcissist don't care about what you want to do. They don't care if they stole your child, your kid. In other words, they try to change everything. They change everything around. They don't care about a grieving parent, a grieving kid. You know what I mean? They don't care. They could care less. They only care about their narcissist mentality, behavior. And they don't care if they break you down. They don't care. They don't care if you never reconnect with your father. They don't care. You got a crazy ass adopted narcissist grandmother. This woman ain't no blood, no kin. This woman didn't help bring my kid into this world, but yet and still she steals my kid and she's running and hiding. A full-blown narcissist. Hey Alexa, if you're out there, you're listening, make sure you write yourself a diary, a book, or whatever. Write your story. Hide it out at school, whatever. Just write your story. Because as a child at your age dealing with narcissists, you're going to have some terrible experience. And I know you already got that. And I know that you are asking about your father. You are asking, hey, look, let me call my father. Why? What is wrong with me talking to my father? My father did not do anything to me. But see, you got to understand this, Alexa. A narcissist grandmother who just totally destroys a kid's life. Now they run and hide. They has broken that kid's heart. And they do anything to put that spin on her life to just totally throw her off. You know, make her feel unimportant. Make her feel that she have a father who don't love her. Make her feel that her father is the bad guy. You know, these type of people just totally destroy the kid's life. Now she grows up, within her soul, her heart is being broken. Now she grows up, turns 18. Now the kid is all messed up, you know, with a whole lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a whole lot of misbelief. Don't know who she is. Got all this going inside of her and all this resentful feelings. You know, why me? Why was my childhood taken away from me with my father? Why was my narcissist? Why did my narcissist mother didn't stand up for my father? My father didn't do anything to my mother. All he did was support her, help her, you know, get her well and healed and healthy. And then she turned on my father just for a check. Now granny just totally just mess up the whole situation. So now it begins to be drama after drama after drama. You see what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with narcissists, crazy people, you just, wow, being inflicted into a crazy relationship and have the worst of family, have the worst of a mother and a grandmother. A normal grandmother would not do that to a kid and alienate a kid away from her father. A normal grandparent would not do anything like that. So as a kid coming up, I mean, now you grow up, now you're going to have to learn all over again how to take back your power from that toxin mother and that toxin narcissist grandmother. See, it's good now that I'm bringing this to Alexa's attention, even though I can't see her or talk to her, but she can listen to my videos. And now she knows that what's really going on, because these narcissists, I'm just going to keep it real. I mean, Patricia Robinson is a narcissist grandmother and Veronica is following her footsteps. And this is really, really messing with Alexa's intellectual, and it's messing with her mind, and it has taken away her joy in her life. When you have a certain part of your life that's missing, it makes you feel powerless. When this stuff has messed with your mind for so long. So Alexa just tried to be strong, get some type of spiritual healings, because a narcissist mother and a narcissist grandmother, they are out to rob you of all of that, because if they meant you good, they wouldn't try and drain you and push your buttons and just totally try to transform your life into not having a father. You see what I'm saying? This world is so corrupt right now with these narcissists, baby mothers, narcissists, grannies. This world is so corrupt. I think, wow, the government should get involved with this kind of stuff, because I mean, this stuff has got to stop. You know, I mean, what can you do if a narcissist mother manipulate children, narcissist grandmother manipulate children? You know, in other words, they are very disrespectful. They don't have anything nice to say about the kid's father who helped bring that kid into this world. You know what I mean? So in other words, that narcissist grandmother is a manipulator. That narcissist baby mother is a manipulator. You can't stand up and keep it real because you are a fake to yourself and you're a fake to everyone else. You can't instill good, positive mechanism energy into your kid's heart or mind or soul because you don't have it to give. You know, like me, I got so much love to give, like Barry Wright. I got so much to give because I'm real with myself. You know what I mean? I keep it real. But when you got narcissists who destroy kids' life and they just don't care, they gaslight the kids and mess them all up. They're not loyal in any kind of way. They just totally mess up everything. They never see the truth because they're so forced into their own blindness. All they do is manipulate, and they can't educate. You know what I mean? They only educate themselves into their false beliefs, their lies, their understanding, their ways, their false beliefs. You know what I mean? And then they walk around pretending to be a Christian. How can you say you're a Christian? Sitting up in church singing and stuff, sitting up in the choir, talking about you clapping your hands praising the Lord. And you're a narcissist. Huh? I wish somebody tell me, how could you sit up in church pretending to be a Christian, taking my kid to church, and you destroy a relationship? Now you are extremely toxic narcissist mother and narcissist grandmother. Extreme. You are an extreme narcissist who doesn't recognize a emotional balance between a father and his kid. All you inflict is abuse. Harmful abuse. You know what I mean? These narcissist people, it's not cool. It's just not cool to have an extremely toxic mother and to have an extremely narcissist grandmother. They don't recognize emotion. They just keep inflicting hurt and abuse. That's all they do. And this is all they recognize. They don't install anything normal and healthy. It's about what they can do to mess up a kid's life. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my show. Hopefully I reached out to somebody out there. Hopefully, if you see yourself in this type of situation, try to get some help. At least now you understand the different signs of a narcissist parent who mistreat the other parent. What can you do if your narcissist mother manipulates your children? I mean, they can't see her behavior as disrespectful to the parents. What about a daughter-in-law who lies, expect me to pay for all kind of stuff? Like in my situation, they're getting child support, they're running and hiding. Only a narcissist would do something like that. Collect money, you're abusing child support, you have my kid, you want it all, you're running and hiding, you don't give a damn about the father's feeling, you don't give a damn about the daughter's feeling, so you run and hide. That's a full-blown narcissist. You want to wear the pants, the jeans, you want to wear the drawers, you want to wear big mama drawers, you want to wear it all, Patricia Robinson, and your main goal is to manipulate. You don't educate, you just install bitterness, hatefulness, and messes up a kid's mind. Now you take that to an extreme because it is entirely into your little dirty little fingers, and tell Patricia Robinson think that this is definitely what the world owes her. I give back to the world of this narcissist syndrome to destroy and mess up a kid's life and take her away from her father. So in other words, a narcissist don't care about the 10 Commandments. Oh, no, thou shalt not love thy father. Thou shalt love thy narcissist grandmother, and me alone. Thou shalt not love thy father. So now I know Patricia Robinson had a bad upbringing. And when you're dealing with narcissists, it's really nothing you could do, because they are just crazy people. They're sold to the devil with craziness and ignorance. But anyway, all you good people out there, thanks for listening. Please like and share. Subscribe. Tell all your friends. Pass the word. Take care. Stay positive. I know it's a lot of good people out there who want to do the right thing, who wants their kids in their life, but they are dealing with narcissists. They're dealing with narcissist mothers, narcissist grandmothers. Why can't these crazy people just wake up and smell the coffee and stop drinking iced tea and say, hey, look, let's make this thing official and come together. Just the two of us. We brought our kid into this world, so now just the two of us, we make it right. We do the right things